given there is a function f mapping from 1 to set of 1 to 3 to set of ABC, and it is defined as f of 1 is equal to A, f of 2 equal to B, and f of C equal to f of 3 equal to C, and it is 1 1 and on to. And we are asked if there exists any function g mapping from ABC to 1 to 3 such that we get finally GOF is equal to x and f of g equal to I by. So g of x, g of f of x is equal to I of x. Insert this is equal to I of capital X. Generally, I is an identity function which is given by I, and Ix means that it is working. It is mapping from I mapping from x to x. So we already know that if there is some function GOF, then it maps from, since it maps from x to x, since we know that f maps from x to y, and we know that g maps from y to x. So if there is any GOF function, then it maps from x to x. So we are sure that we can write a function which is mapping from x to x. And it is asked if there is any g possible such that we get GOF as x. We already know that f of x. Here we just have to find the g such that g of f of x. Let's try to find g of f of 1. This is equal to g of f of 1. And we know in order to make this Ix, we need to find g of f of 1 must be equal to 1. So that implies 1 is equal to g of a, since f of 1 is equal to a. And then again next way, similarly, if you write, we get g of f of 2 must be equal to 2. This is equal to g of b, and g of f of 3 is equal to 3. That is equal to g of c. So if there is some function g, we must define it such that if g of a is equal to 1, g of b is equal to 2, g of c is equal to 3. Then if g is such a function, then we get g of f as equal to Ix. And similarly, let's try to make f of g of some x is equal to Iy of x. In order to make this, we know that this is equal to f of g of, let's say, f of g of a. This will become f of, this must be equal to a. That implies inside g of a must become, g of a must be equal to 1. Similarly, we get g of b is equal to 2, g of b is equal to 3. So same g function as we got in the case of Ix case, we need to define the same g function so that we can get I by 2. So this is a g function.